Y'all, it's August 7th. It's my birthday today. I'm 26 years old today. And let me tell you why that number is insane. Because I feel like from the ages of 20 to 26, it just was like a hot mess. It was a hot mess. When I tell you, I feel like, especially now, because I feel like if I grew up in like a different era, like maybe like the 80s or 90s, it would have been different because it would have been a lot more affordable and life would have been a lot easier. But I feel like as a Gen Z lady, I was born in 2000. I'm technically Gen Z, an older Gen Z, if you will, because I think the last Gen Z is 2012 or something like that. I remember a time when rent was like 500, 600 for a room. And that's when I was very young, when I was like 7 or 8. And I'm like, ooh, rent is only 800, 500, 800. I'm like, oh, that's doable. Like in my young mind, I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. Like that's not that bad. And then as I grew older, like when I hit 14, 15, 16, that's when I feel like everything shot up. Like, and I'm just like, ooh, so now bedrooms are like 1,800. Now it's 2,000. And sometimes now it's 2,400. I'm just like, for one bedroom, mind you, one bedroom in New York City. I'm from New York City. So one bedroom in New York City. I remember when it cost 700 when I was young. This isn't one lifetime, mind you. One life in my life. I could remember it when I was 8 years old. Imagine how cheap it was in the 90s. Like I always think about this. I'm just like, my only regret in life is being born in this era. I genuinely wish I was born in like 1980 something, because at least I could have had like a adulthood, or like I could have had a 20s that I could afford life with. Like if I was born in 1980 instead of 2000, I would have been 20 in 2000, and then I could have like afforded at least a bedroom for myself. Whereas I'm 26, I still live at home. I'm like nowhere near moving out. But of course, like if I wanted to, I could make it happen. It's just that financially and just like and just logically it wouldn't make sense, because it's like realistically I'm gonna be staying in New York City, so why would I get an apartment in Manhattan if I don't live that far from Manhattan? I don't really live that far. I live in Queens. Like there's literally no need for me to go like spend like $30,000 a year on an apartment for rent. And it's like I could just take the train. And sure, it takes a little bit of commute time, but like it's better than like spending 30,000 a year on rent and all of those necessities. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like in one lifetime, in my lifetime, mind you, it went from 800 a room to 2,400 a room for a decent bedroom. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like in many ways, I'll tie this into my original point of not feeling 26 at all. Like when I was 19 years old, I thought 26 was grandpa, grandma. I thought it was old. I thought I would have life figured out. I thought I'd be married. And I thought that for some reason, once you hit the magical numbers of like either above 26, 27, that somehow you're like an adult. And somehow, probably because when I was around 18, 19 and I saw 27-year-olds, I'm like, ooh, they look like they have their shit together. I'm just like, ooh, they look like they're, you know, they look like they know what they're doing, but I guess we're not. We're not there yet. I guess that was my mistake, because when you're young, you automatically look to adults or people that are older than you for answers or solutions. But once you become that adult figure, I'm just like, holy shit, who made me an adult? I literally just aged out. I literally did nothing. The only thing I did was exist longer. Like, that's the only thing. So, listen, if you're younger than me, if you're like really young, the people in life that are older than you, they've just been around longer. And sure, they might have a lot more experience and wisdom just from that alone. Just from that alone. It doesn't make them any less immune to stupidity or like mistakes, if you understand me. So that's not saying don't respect other people that are older than you. I'm just saying that age doesn't make you smarter. If anything, I feel like I'm still the same. My intelligence has really like stayed the same since 20 or 21. My intelligence. Like, I still feel like that's not to say I'm stunted emotionally. Don't get that wrong. Don't get that conflated. I grew emotionally, spiritually, and all of that jazz in terms of like meeting people and, you know, growing from lessons. But I'm just strictly talking about intelligence, like IQ. I've not changed since like 20 or like 19, 20. I don't think that I could argue that people don't really change their IQ after like 18. I don't know if there's a study on that, but don't quote me about anything. I'm not an expert on this, but that's just simply my opinion, okay? But yeah, and all I did was exist. And time just passed by. I'm not gonna be one of those people that say like, oh, it just flew by. Like, sure, but like, not really. For me, it felt like forever. It felt like forever. These ages between 19 and 25 felt like a lifetime. Like, I lived several lives. I feel like I fought for my life every single year to stay alive. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do this. I want to give up. I truly want to give up. And then I would be like, okay, like get my shit together. I'm gonna pull it together, bitch. Pull it together, bitch. Okay, you got this. Stop being so dramatic, okay? We got this. It's not that bad. We live in New York City. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's just like listen, the ages, I would say just embrace it. Embrace the tumultuousness. Embrace how crazy it is. Because you won't ever be those ages again. And I'm dealing with that right now. I'm just like, holy shit, I'll never be 21 again. I'm 26 now, and you can only look forward from now on. So today's the youngest you'll ever be, and the oldest you'll ever be simultaneously. But the path forward is the only path. And there's no sense in looking back because there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do. You probably felt some sort of heartbreak or embarrassment in those ages, but you probably forgot about it already. Maybe sometimes it bites you in the ass and you think about it in the shower or whatever, but like overall, you don't really think about those times, do you? All I can say is memory is an interesting thing. Because when I tell you I've had some dark moments, because growing up is not easy. Becoming an adult, specifically age 23, I don't know what it is about that age. That age is cursed, I tell you. 23 and 19 are like the cursed ages. I don't know, maybe it's because it's odd numbers. That's what it is. 22 wasn't as bad. 24, yeah, see? 22, 24 is not as bad. And now I'm 26, so hopefully this year's a good one. Apparently, I've seen this on social media. I don't know if you heard, But like 23 is like the cursed age, as well as 19.